biara kwaba shonko Elfambra Kumasi online TV, Friends of Ken TV, and a Thick TV, Showdown Jumedie, and a Neya Wadana, Naya Sewa Mede, Baba Sumo, Mesha Sonia subscribe ya. Uba subscribe dia ama mubeshe video ama unyebe ono so beshe ede ama obi fofo ne se de dane de nyina me ne mo adi djuma no me tuja wa hanum sei no na onso wo to wo de ede afa comment section na se ede ama me se de bia no me betena fidie ma no sia ensem no me bone bede no ane enenso ma bone bede ankasa ensem de bi kwa show e bo man Ghana ankasa abronya DC ebusua ye na on Tuesday okopie mu e wo court a chese court ka chere say police for ensanfa ne nkotwiri mu na nyame ya adum efiada na ya sanso e de na ba begine mu e wo Accra Circuit Court no e ya de a chese na lawyer fo akasa na according to the lawyer ne nsem odi to dwa nyina ne say abronya DC fiti Wednesday no fiti Monday ni mpo e be si na ya wada ebusua me ne mo kase wo se aduane a ye frɛ ne aduane e ya de a chese bi nka abronya DC na no na ebusua fo nso no e ade a chese wo mo ma wo mo kura kwanya no e ma wo mo fa wo mani enkohu se abronya DC sisi ane de ne ho ye anase ne ho ye wo se bebi abronya DC da no wo kama Ghana fo nyina ate ase se chese niema nya kura no obesre eye IGP no asaso asre eye ye mampeni se Excellency John Dramani Mahama se tumi a Ghana fo nyina e de ahye ne nsa no enye kwan wei e na wo so wo fa so na mmom no abronya DC wo wei eye asem no wo kan ye na wonye kromfo a wo mu twiti ne sede wo ye kromfo anasa sede wo ye wudini a just wakokra no na wakwakoku obi ye nyina so ye nim se MPP amanyokuo no for some time now webuhia wo ma trendy ni nyina no efa enche kra nyame ya doma on the 31st of January 2026 wo ma ba beto Kennedy akompre ko hine Japan ene di kan sha ase se wo ne delegate ene amafo sha ase twetwe nkomo esre wo se nyame ya dom na mre no so a wo nyina no emfa kokromote no ento aba emfa ma ne san se owoni amapa bebre a wo hono ma just wo ba obeba be ye no man Ghana so afa ne ntuma pa efra eno ada metena se me ka chem se eyade ye former vice president and also former flag bearer Edma MPP amanyoko no Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ono so a step grounds a wono so eni amafo twetwe nkomo e kire se wo musa so repeat na eni amapapa bebre na wonu mu de wantumi anye ne ade nyina no wo beba betoa so aba be ye ensem de waka bia nkasa na busua enne ne nsem na waka no eyade ye be digest ne nyina no e wo fidie mu hanum se enra so ene ye man His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wone ensem churofo ehia ye na ensem churofo ehia ye mu no chese questions no oh the good the bad and the ugly ye to boy ye man pani na chese wa chest no de nitia bobi na chese ene ye football ade nyina buhia wode ne nan bobia na enya asem ketwa na some of the key factors anase ensema jese no ada ye man His Excellency John Dramani Mahama di tudwa no mebobo bi so e de akyerem de di kan wakasa edfa wo man Ghana nyina ye free senior high school de MPP amanyokuo no wo madaro ma wo de ba ya na 2024 campaign wo mani abede kyerɛ sɛ ye man His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kwanya no so wo meye mampani a e ade a kyerɛ free senior high school no wo beba betwam ni ade na so sabe ya menemo kase ye mampani John Dramani Mahama say said ye na amanfo ani abede anu wo ye campaign na kyerɛ so wo no ne ba wo beba betwa free senior high school mu said your car say wo no free senior high school aba na aba betena wo fa ne nsanka no kyerɛ na nado danko ekufu ado sika kra wo no gyato honom ana se fitibra ye share free senior high school ase sika kyerɛ beda honom no ono mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wo they almost 3.5 million and wo dey free senior high school mu we nyina no ese wono free senior high school no eyade echese waye ever ready say obe invest bebre na ewom saso ere ye mampani ekasa edefa wo man Ghana ye galam se hu nsensemi ye bisa ne se ebra na MPP amanyoko no honom no waban edit to just say e was say wo mo di state of emergency wo mo declare state of emergency san say galamse ni chese yenhwo ni sase a essay no eyade a enya asem ketwa ni ebisa na yesisi a wo so ba ye galano a egusu a ekoso chese sisi a no kwa de efiansa na amafo emia wo me ni efiansa na amafo etu galana nkasa ene wo kire say oh ono kwa de obekaso wo ba ye galamse yi eyade chese wo kupa chese wo mia na ni ankasa yo betumi aye bia no wo ye na this time no nka se de so atene kra nya bra ye ba be declare state of emergency na ne kasa ye mu ne wo ba be kire se eyade a kire small scale mining wuko obi memu te se Australia eyade a wo mu tu na so ye mine mu e na kire se mpenifo ahodo na hyeda eni ntete ye wo mu ntete ye pa e wo mu enu nti na wo mo de say insuo ne nsase na kire se wono ne kura ne committee fo bi atena se ebusua enche kura kire se mpenifo a wo mo da small illegal mining ya no wo bepeja wo mu nyina do wo akwa mu Australia na wo makwa akosua de e wo honom no ka na asem ye yanam si ye mampani ase de wo ya magana fo yensa esifo bi sei esanse ne ye wo gidie e wo mu ankasa se nyame ya adom na wo ba small scale mining wo ba be illegal mining sorry wo ba be hwe no aye bibi pade afa ho na sabre ye wo ba be ka kire yensa fiansa na mo be sesa amanfo e do wo makwa akwa mu Australia na wo makwa akwa gentete ye ne de na just asase ma wo ke de e wo se kwhye mark pam e ba ho ensem de busua trust me say wo ke bi ankasa and also the fight against corruption what share say corruption MPP aban onipa da seni biara wo di Ghana fosika onipa da seni biara wo wie sika bia no e yade a wono na aban wo hwe ye nja sa nipa ne sa nipa no enko sa keke debi e yade a entumi nsi wo mu hwe mu kase investigations upon investigation wo mu bia document ni ade kase obiara wo fom ye obiara kase wo ma wo man no book ka ebra na MPP amanyoko no e wo so no e yade asankrofo ni nyina no ye betwe wo mo so ankasa ni video no e wo ho no but before ansa na mekwa akoba ni video no ama mu nyina amate no enne ebebesie MPP amanyoko dan ne de nyina mekase the current executives of the party was a woman nyina no wo me de wo mu kuku no wo mu kaka nyina no egu ho no me san se ene ema bi wo ho no ma wo mo ya M1 ne yemfa wo na wo mu nimde wo na wo ma ye ready yankasa so wo mu be pagya MPP party no e de sine na so sabe ya me ne mo kase e ya de a ho no abu kokofu wo no so aba abonti aba be declare se nyame ya dom na se ye to flag bearer MPP for flag bearer akansi ne ye to aba ni wie se kima na ye bie to mu police station executives the current national executives constituency executives ni ade ebre so wo mo so nko peke form la e yade wo no so be kwa peke bi no no so apre so wo be ba be general secretary e de ama MPP amanyokuo no media metin ne sama na msi o we ne ono abu kokofu nyankopon hia ye papa pesa se JFK wo ye national secretary e de ma MPP amanyokuo no me ne de kane na mi wogide wo mse ja ye se mrantie wo mu bia ye ba sa brantie we pa baby a wo piapia MPP party no kono se wo no ankasa kran step down na emwa krant no se kokofu so oba de ne ye mududo na ye na ye pe MPP yo no ya ye ever ready say ye so ye be campaign emu odi ankasa e de ama no e ya de chese ye man pani ye former vice president Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia no so Ashanti regional chese wo ye campaign emu odi na nipa ba kwa for some time now metin nka che ye papa e ye chema wuntumi anka ye chi abronye DC ni ade nyina na me expect say anka mehu chema wuntumi e wo honom nenu no obi ba betia me na so aka se hwe na wo ebra ye chechema wuntumi na ye bia hu abronye DC wo honom na abronye DC ye chechema wuntumi nyina no chese se de minority fo wo mo ko ye dede wo mo ko tena fom ni ade nyina no abronye DC entu ne na ye nsi won ye si alleged chema wuntumi wo no so afa ne ho adwen na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na Ashanti region na wo ye campaign ni ade ena chema wuntumi so be kasa wo chechire mu se hwe wo no wako wuo nkwanta ba ane wo se ebere se yokofo grabe no de wodi nanim yenu hu nye ne de se fa nani so no se eden po ye de no ko dem no abusua na nya asem ke 20 mu azisi ano mo nte chema wuntumi nka ne ade nyina azisi ana so aye hye ane na so aye hye papa ni case wo yoko ye ntwemu investigation egusu achese ekwosunti for now ne de chema wuntumi mbezo obeba abonte beba be ye bibi beba be ye gidigidi bia na eja wo kira nko ya sa so amfa na nkwa nkotu bebi ajeso wo ko ya onu angasa mu no na ohu ne left krampo no wo ba be hu ne right zi ade we hia lesson na minim se bebi na MPP amanyoko na bobo aba bedru no minim se sanka emre edane asan so akonechi a anka niema bia wo mo ye kane no sa niema ne nyina no womu nyebi eno ada me ka kire mo say Vincent Asefo old member of parliament at the Matafo constituency metena fidie manum say nko ade ebusua meyi nano okotena eye oyere party even okotena ho no no eno oba be kire say MPP amanyoko na ya de chesa Santeman womu di yehwiam ankasa chese bosha hodo a womu sha Santeman sa bosha ni nyina no ya de womu andi so na wo kasa no oba be boye mampe ye former vice president Bawumia din say Bawumia yo obi a na chese swami interchange na chese neni womu ankasa na dani de nyina no se wo bo wo mechia ne se wo mo nya swami interchange na so na de bia Bawumia ka bia neja then finance minister Ken Oforiata nde wo so adwane ne na mu America no na de na wo ka nyina no wo mo nti obi a case oso ono ankasa bra ye kwa akoto aba na wo bisa amafo se na ade na mo nkoto aba na ensem amafo ka nyina ne se ennam se yen ya santefo ye de de kokromoti no eto aba ede mam na hwe be kwa akwa chire no na chese empuntudwuma ye friend empuntudwuma munye bi emfa ma santefo na wo wie ye ne wo de ba betum se eba ne Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de a chese nimdie no wo honom odwe asantefo ho nti nyame ya adom no wo mokwa akoto aba wo mo nto aba ne former Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na se wo ba ayade ajasa Santeman empuntudwuma ajasa MPP abamba power 8 solid years mwenye bino just wo banko ade a eyade obeba be sha ba be ni nyina no kan ya na say Vincent asenya atwomsem ne se bi eyado oshododo you were a member of parliament Edema Old Tafo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was the flag bearer of the NPP 2024 inti mo pese mo kama me na yasewa meti ase say the then president Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo inti na wonjen ya Santefo ho ana the then Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo anye bia so me interchange no onu anka say nim si wo be ya na and the annoying part of it all ne say na swame MP swame member of parliament na osanso ye then majority leader san wo ba be free so Alexander Fenyo Markets aba be take you over into the mono kro na mo MP onu kro na ntumi anya e den ne kire say 2028 and as a Ghana for side kokomati no goto aba de ama MPP amanyoku a mo be ye de ama wo mo me say sa tete politics sa kane politics propaganda semfono baby esisi atimemufo ye ni abedi akwa kodu no ye mamu fa saade ne mbedada ye mamu 8 solid years bantumi anye ko from market man ye John Dramani Mahama ye mampeni enne obesi kejetia phase 1 edemaye kejetia phase 2 no 8 solid years ni e bantumi amambe ye mechire he ya anraga junction mo be pame ye nuanom a wo mo ye carpenter adwuma wo honom nyina ede wo mo kogu Wood Village say mo ba be ye interchange wo honom eno so manye 8 solid years o ebusia 8 solid years wo manye o na sisi ana na ono Vincent Asefo aloye moa wo be ka kire Ghana fo se nyame ya adom na se Bawumia wo vision e wo ne papa se obeye bibi dia ma Santefo nti no se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ba 2028 no wo be ba be hwe aba be yesa ne ma ni nyina no e dia maye na me ye bisa se na ye ko Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wo no nkasa ni kuro mu mpo a misire bisa se mpuntudwuma sei na wo no nkasa mu no wo tumi e de ko ni kuro ankasa no wo mu ni nsu papa bi a wo mo no wo ma kwan ne ade nyina nye nti no no ne ba be gyan ni no baba ya Santefo de amaya na aye question am bibisa she baby and politics no hu ekeka ko se de wo musifo keka ne mabubu ani se de wo ba wo ma ba be ka de wo mo pe be twantro de a kire Ghana for me say tete politics na ne ye tete politics na zabi ne ye zo ye MPP for ne de MPP twa ye fruma ne ye NDC for ye de NDC twa ye fruma ntino se bi kwabra ne ba no ma ye mpuntundwuma kura amfa ma ye ya emre no so se de kokomite ne kwa akoto ba ye beto aba de amano this time round ye nya ne sabium. This time, yen sabium. John Dramani Mahama na anwade yeja oye ne thank you to obepie mu asantemantem ha. Wo share eye Kumasi fo bo e ka kire wo m se ko from market. Wo mo be ye diama wo mo. KGT phase 2 obe make sure so obe complete. Eno na wo biti baby anipa no be ka se ai we nyina na ye na Adodankwa Akufo-Addo ni project e na Adodankwa Akufo-Addo odisika ewuramu disika to ho no ma jese wo mo ye ntino se project no mo finish ya fasa credit ne ma na Adodankwa Akufo-Addo ne Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia they were in power for 8 years wo mo anye Inti woman ye no na aban foforo aba na saa aban ne de wo chinti memufo ho no waye ready so obeba be ye saa kwan ne ade nyina de ama wo mun mo obi ankogina baby mbeka say ye fa credit na fa kuma na nado na ko egufu ado esan say ye man pani say acha ye next year match obeba baby ano wa ma ye time o acha next year match eyi ensa won kwan ye show ebusua na anu ada me betina afidue ma wodre de fa ho a eno so no ye mampani asa so ahyebo se nyame ya adoma next year acha next year obe make sure se sa ensa won poku ase amasama kwan ni ade nyina no wo mu be ye wie nti sa ban bi aba so na ye si ye to aba wa asante mantem ha ye ne ye ma MPP amanyoko ni vote pa na at the end of the day no woman to me anye mpuntudwuma bia papa bia amfa maye agenda 111 bo sha wodro one district one factory any ade amode be gen Ghana fo so one village one dam how far it is into mako opposition no mamu nse ntwa mo ho mana mo be kan kire Ghana fo say na bawomia wo vision na bawomia onyame ya adom no oba wo betumi aba be ye mo be ka kire Ghana for sem that initiative one district one ambulance no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ni initiative Ghana card Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na de buy the same Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mbe bi etwe mo be ka kire say Ghana card so won fa so eche yakwan eche interchange no sa nipa na nne wo se twa ho aba be ka kire yen say o wa adwempa de ma Ghana for so oba obeba be ya kwan de ama yesre mo yes, Ramu ye papa. Saturday politics, seven mumfanto nchen. Se NDC abain, se womo betina so 12 years simple no meye bibi padi amayenya. We would give them the chance so they do it. But the way America na no nche se NDC abain mo ba mo ye bibi because me amiti aba NDC abain mo ba ya se kasa na bedo so de bia press conference ni ye weni yechi we so me amiti ye sheda hu workings bia ne me na America ye sheda hu ye. Se de na mo bo share especially with Galamsem Sami Jemfi wakwase se nsuo kwa gina nsuo mu ekoye press conference ni ade nyina wonse mu nyina mo ba ye wo nyina makama no atum What's na makama no atum na Sam George the honorable Sam George me akasa na me pe a whole 1 hour ohun na me dey am back to back e san say de na wo opposition na wa no odin say de na wo sifu akasa na wo bi a wo ba be mu na ka ye expect say nka bibia be ko books for boot na sisi ano che say DSTV adwenko na aba wutire mu asai DSTV ho nsensemi me sheda ho adwuma papa bi Sam George nso ye and Sam George, who features in opposition, your focus was LGBTQ, your focus was Galamsey. Just a near man, MPP, a bine yena neno, which Ramagana for you know who say, we are saying, you know, a yadia dear Sue Conso, in Kawuba, Bemui, yes, but to send Kawuba show workings in the idea, but yes, down who workings be added Chenia Disabia and a DSTV and a DSTV and a DSTV. Massa Shuhono man, none what they are Ghana Bobo, Munchemi TV station back. Ye eni huo sema enti se whole GTV Ghana and I'm going to say Ghana television wamu kura Ghana match impono wamu enyi Sam George o share match no DSTV meboa o share match no DSTV a whole minister who buy just if it be a select to be seen your focus is DSTV massa Ghana for ye nyina ne yenye scan yakwa akoto DSTV o mesramo wo na wanya usika na ndia wo so be hwe DSTV a be pa chokoshe me so amiti he TV Africa Metro TV Kumasi Online TV Tik TV Friends of Ken Kumasi Online GH eno na memiti he me so am ho be so na da ne de nyina me hwe obi aforce obi an obi an so obi aso obi an kohwe DSTV ye ma me no ma wo mu wo nkura se me pa chow wo mu dudu asenkwa no ma ti DSTV da obi tinkramante mu DSTV no kro ni ma de kro inti a whole minister member focus with DSTV na fa no ne betuache Ghana fo aso ya ma dibre na ye de ya hye wonsa no you need to work on it and enough of the DSTV wo hwere adwuma no so ntumi nye na be ko eyama mpani ho no ma ko yama mpani ho na ko keche nse adwuma no ye de hye wonsa no ntumi nye because ntumi fa DSTV nsesem no enfembe dada Ghana fo enfembe remna Ghana fo enfembe ye de wo ya shumanyi obi a ne hwe DSTV enyo bia DSTV. You need to do your work. LGBTQ, mobile LGBTQ, they passable, and don't passable, mobile how far with it. Me say NDC abida kasano. Ebushia question mark womo. Sisi ane NDC abue, MPP abue. And on a kanena kayeba tuaba mitina hamis ye. MPP ni NDC nebushia. Yan kope baby ni yan two woman chinesan said these two political parties, they are all that the same crona. MPP by the same thing, NDC by the same thing. By a man pay His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Mimi who say okay, wako opposition, acting opposition for 8 years no. Niema bi wo hono ma wesua. Enti ni send the ministers or be appoint woman no. Sanka woman nyina no ne be ya adwun be ya adwuma panka. Trust me sanka my Ghana. E ade e be fa ntuma pefra because even seeing say Yaman penny any media no Asia womo to question se manu na we yi ano ni ade or especially ni crowment to kwani ade wo ba be che ni nyina mu galamsey unse na se no na ma be fontentan video yusua wo be hu na chese excavators ebi chegu ni ade nyina odi mu nchiremu aba wasio enye se bi excavators a wo be hu na chese gu cars so na chese ende se sen kwa ne se sen kwa na enye se bi ana wo mo kwa distribute ama manfo so wo fanye galamsey debi osi emra no wo honom na port honom no chese sa excavators ya na eba nyina no chese eho ni sha nti wo ma pe bebi wo shy ho sa honom e na brebia no excavators no ekogu and dem ye me research ni ade me hu so okay asema wo ka no kure and also nenti ya na excavators no so kwa anajo no wo kire mu ma ye hu se because se edu anajo a aya na traffic no ewo fom anajo de wo bi ada enu nti na ya no wo mo de mrembom wo de transport excavators no ni adenti no ne nkire se e bia aban yi ba ye wo mo hu nyina hye galamsey hu kokode me say when it comes to galamsey no am fire wo hu ye nyina ne ye di edi ekire papa e hye se ye mampani e be ne mapa e dia fa in fact enrada woni media no ehia ye video no wo ho no ma hye se ja obeka me ho no yakọ akotie ye mampani is Excellency John Dramani Mahama entokwa ene galamsey hu nsensem nyina wo chechemu no yentie emra sisia.
I've been reluctant to implement a state of emergency in the galamsey fight because we've not exhausted the powers we even have without a state of emergency. We have the opportunity to arrest anybody, to confiscate any such thing. There are laws for forest protection and all that give us enough powers to be able to act. Implementing a state of emergency might sound nice, but it should be the last extreme, the last resort. So for now, let's exercise all the powers we have. And if it becomes necessary for a state of emergency, then we'll look at it. It means we have to go to Parliament. The President can't just declare a state of emergency without, going to Parliament, because there's a limit to how long you can maintain that state of emergency. And so I believe that we still have leverage to continue to fight galamsey without necessarily implementing a state of emergency. It means that we have to delineate the areas where the state of emergency is operational. And if you look at the area where galamsey is taking place, it covers several districts of our country. And so we would do it if it becomes necessary. But for now, I think that we've given the security services enough powers to be able to deal with people who are found to be involved in galamsey. With regards to the security in the Sola, Tuna, Kalba, and Bole districts, it was an incident over a small plot of land, like the land you put a container kiosk on. That's all. And it has led to over 30 deaths. Somebody has his house, and there's a land between the house and the street. And he wants to build shops on that land. And then there's a dispute with the chief. And then it leads to gunfire and then deaths. It's most unfortunate, like the questioner said, these are two groups that have lived in peace for so many years and are intermarried. There are people from one side who are married to their others, people from one side that are married to others, I, for instance, am such a mixture of people, I don't know who I am. Part of me is Vagla, part is Safalba, part is Gonja. I mean, quarter of everything. And so if my ethnic groups are fighting, it means my body should be fighting with different parts of my body, because I'm a mixture. My blood is made up of all those ethnic groups. And so it's most unfortunate. And so we've put in a mediation team. We mentioned the members. The 2 MPs are supposed to be ex-official members to work with the mediation team. If you look at the terms of reference in the mediation team, there's also reconciliation. And so even though we call it a mediation team, its terms of reference includes reconciliation. So we're giving them the full authority to meet both sides, to perform purification rites, to cleanse the land of any blood that has been spilled and all that, and then to come out with recommendations how to improve relations between the 2 groups so that they live in peace. There are few feudal practices that have been complained about, you know, where people are called to chiefs' palaces and shipped, or they are forced to give up their animals and things. We need to look at all those practices too as we go forward. We're in a modern society. And so sometimes some of these things we must take another look at them. I've been accepted by all sides. Indeed, sometimes my greatest supporters were people of other ethnic extractions other than my own Gonja extraction. I won elections not because I was a Gonja, but because of the person that I was, you know, and I enjoyed a good relations with everybody. And so even though I haven't visited yet, I have not gone there yet because I want peace to have a chance, but I've been pulling the strings. I sent a delegation to the Yegbonra to prevent him from leaving Damango and going to Biniri, which would have escalated the conflict. And he listened to me as a father, and he refused to go. I stopped the Bolera too from going there. We gave the chiefs an escort to go and see the place where the incident happened. And I think that that has lessened tensions. As I speak, we've given the security services the authority and the resources to begin to bring some of the displaced people back to their communities. And so we're going to work hard to make sure that we bring peace to Gonjaland. We need peace to develop. Our common enemy is poverty, it's not each other. Savannah is one of the poorest regions in the country, and so we must rather be fighting poverty rather than fighting each other. The last one, the creative arts. The creative arts is one of the important sectors. What we notice is that the creative industry creates jobs faster than the traditional sectors that we have known. By the time sector or manufacturing creates one job, the creative sector, digitalization, knowledge industry, arts and things would have created about 5 jobs. And so that's an area in which we have to continue to invest. And that is why we created them as a ministry together with tourism. The Black Star experience will take off. They've been working on all the foundational issues, and you'll soon see a sign of it. In the next budget, we're going to make some allocation for the creative arts, for the film fund, and to support Kumawood and all the filmmakers, to support the music industry, to support the arts and all that. We need to put our money where our mouths are.
Enra diamond penny any and some for shia yen de course so e wo honom ne no bi ene yakwa kotia ba na baby ba kwa me na eyeme de ye papa eye emra wo kire sesi ano de obi antumi emfa ne telephone emfa mesi nanim na wo ma embedi mpenifo attempt helicopter crash see ye said the NPP supporters emofra UTB wo mo kwotena TikTok e bi kwotena Facebook bedidi atembe ka se wo mo we shekura na kosi mesi ana so bentimpo na ewu ni ade wo sisi ana emra ba chesa samra no wo mu hyemu ankasa wuntumi entena baby na nka de wo pe na mfa hu ndi sa keke thinking say bia ade wo bia ehu location sisi ade IP number ani baby a wo she tokurokura wo hyem kura no ade ye bekwa akochi we free honom na ye de wa ba na ndie say wo bekwa akodembe 2 years ayache wa so 2 years enso de wo say ye man pani wo hu otumi de mra bi aba say wa say bi yuta mu bedi nkwasi asemi anka kwan ya wo mu ye shuku sadan ya wo mu sisi ni ade na ne communal labor ye du wa ye adwuma enkpankpa ye mfa machine mfembe mexi bibi o debi ni ama wa me se mota na odi esi utiri so just hard labor eno sa no se kwabra ne kwa ye bibi a obetena se mienu adwen hu mienu me se ye excellence de eniama nketinketi bi de me ne de me hu ni se wogusu agese wo ko ba se de kane na mpa ngadum so esabre ya me no kase busu abe wale se nkasa abre se efue na so no aka wo sisi ane de eniama gu akwemu a wo mo hwe se dum so ni ade nyina no ebeba na wieye ebusu ama me nsam ne so emfama me mfa mu nkopie mu wo Nigel Gaisie akache na Nigel Gaisie mbom no ho ebusia eba Nigel a oye nyamedifo nti etore bi ansem bi wo ho no ma ya na especially say ensem a efa asofofo ho a aya na mempese mekani he bebresa but enen bi bese mi bisa question bi say as at the time na akompre ko Kennedy ohine Japan na o expose asofofo no mo amhwe dwumadi misre bisa say wo sofo yade a chese akompre ko ohine Japan o expose na menya sho me amiti hei masofofo no me ya miensa ane me kwa asole miensa sa asole miensa me ko nyina no Reverend Asari Danko ebra na chese Kennedy akompre ko ohine Japan o expose asofofo no me pacho wa expose me sofo debi wa expose me sofo na Papa Solomon ne so na asole Solomon Power Ministry eno so no ebra Kennedy ni abra o expose asofo no so ya expose no sisi ade de me boss na asole so bosi ade abeka me Winning City Chapel International and na sap ebra na Kennedy akompre ko ohire Japan neni abedi a chese we expose ya sofofo no wa expose ya Winning City Chapel International nti eye me wan wasem hu se wo biti baby na okade bia se eyade a chese akompre ko ohire Japan na oye against the church and na obeso ogunya nkopon asori chese na ensam de aya na edosho me ameti he me si de bia me kase se Kennedy oya ade na eye abusua fidie ma mebo na baso ba se Kennedy akompre ko ohire Japan ya ade na nya me akasa metwi nenim ma me fam nko way back the time na Kevin Kennedy no expose asofofo no ma me bo sofu wedi obinim asa that time ebusua se wo fa wo TV etu metro eye Saturday anopa trust me se na ani enyan na enye kama wo TV beto honom no wo be hu abofra be ye 5 years 6 years na jese ye chese abofra ne ye beifuo video bi ananse wo be hu na sekuleti obi ni bisa se den na ha na akola ketwa o se ema asem metena se na bisa se akola ketwa we onimade eye ema asem akola ne beba be kasese bi ema asem na ha nana yes that time otumika say eno obi yewu na wonya ni nipa no eno obi na ya hu no chese eniema na ekoso abe fontentan fidie ne so no ebusua na eni enyan enu nti no akompre ko ohine Japan otu ni husi honom say and also as at that time the next expose na ekoso nti na amanfo etad information ni ade ebre no ena ensem ne bi wo honom so na eni enyan. That was when Kennedy or Shas say or expose asofofo and the bi wo hono ma obe hu ono awo your man FM hono ma no obi kura no e the news abrand say me kwa sorry we sofo we ne mada sofo we aye me say sofo we aye me say into that time you know and na Kennedy expose asofo me amiti hey ma sorry sofo Kennedy ohire Japan na expose no na eye niema bi asofofo ni bi ye and ma that time Kennedy akompre ko ohire Japan o expose wo mu and one thing say Nigel Gaisie kro ya ebusia emre bi atwemu Nigel be ka say ya wa asofofo ni bi wo hono ma they need serious deliverance because they are fake ane Nigel Gaisie video no wo ebusia ne ye bebo Nigel Gaisie nankasa o ene betu nanum tuo ebe deye ena sofofo ni bi e fake ena sofofo ni bi to say ena sofofo ni bi men ye chese ensema no woka no I am still shocked say wo na wo kire sa niema we no obi do information abedi Kennedy akompre ko ohine Japan nsa na Kennedy so aba abonten na Kennedy aba be expose you chese it's more than 10 years and the pains no egusua ewo Nigel Gaisie akuma mu abusua Nigel nye ready so obeja asasem mu na manaka obi ni membre bi etwem ono abetena ni TV show ebetu nanum tuo ebe ka kire Ghana fo se de na kane no oba no obeye no oyo obofo na oye angel obi nim no tumi tu anajo ono abetu nanum tuo se eniema bi wo ono ma no wo ye na sa niema ne ye fake enyame na mebe kan ye obi nim nankasa na betu nanum tuo enti ne samwa mkoyeye mo niema bi na wono so awieye wono ni agenko atwedi apanyakopo weyi na magana fo no aba abonte no aba be kan so many years na jese opema mpani edi na Nigel bushia wodi adwan Ghana fo asuma adwan Ghana fo asuma so magana fo nya asumdwe da no makumbre ko hine Japan so won be ye mampani wo krom hanum se da na bushia ni video no ono ankasa kasa kire se asofofo amu o manga ne ebi ni here deliverance ne yenkwe na yenkotie sansem no emra sisia.
Trust, faith, belief in the office of the prophetic no seems to be at an all-time low.
Yeah, because of Kennedy Japan. Because of Kennedy Japan.
What did he do?
Kennedy Japan, no, he attacked the prophetic to the highest level. Look at the stature of Kennedy Japan. And again, me papa the from to lawyer. I want to be circumspective. Okay. Yeah, well, Kennedy Japan attacked the prophetic, and if you are saying the prophetic is at all-time lowest, it's true. And around the world, by the privileged mercies of God, I've gone to all the continents of the world, and all the major prophets around the world admit that the Ghanaian prophets are prophets. We can have character discrepancies, which is common to all men, but you can't a dear Juma a woman Ghana, because Ghana for your bomb pie. Me say me pass auntie. I don't like going to Kumasi for a program because if it's a church of 500, about 450 so for so abroa or your penny or a deben crab, you almost bomb pie into no a fre so. And look at what Kennedy Japan did to the church, did to the prophetic.
But it was for a part and an attack on the entire office of the prophet. He singled out some individuals.
If you attack me, whether I'm of God, I'm not of God, I represent an interest. You have attacked the entirety of all the interests. If you attack Bedi Kobi, whether you like his nose, you don't like his nose, you have attacked what he represents. If you attack Obinim, I mean, you have attacked the Christian fraternity. You have attacked the prophetic. And like you said, he picked some few people and he attacked us like me. He took me to the gutters, which it were not true.
No,
how can he say he's a fine gentleman, a murderer? And he hired people to collaborate it, if not for your friends at Teresa Wuni, Honorable Teresa Wuni Nikwa. And Kabadisa, they would have jailed me. I can tell the countless of time you bet me call your friend and say Achimota Mile 7 police station. A church, oh yeah, so you see, so Emery Pemno Yebekasa, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But I believe God said God will revive his church. And now last 2 weeks, I'm in pain for be a bonko. I could see people are not going back to church. That thing didn't allow a lot of confidence if he prophetic no, but the church is for God. Already Genesis Revelation, it is only the church not say I will build my church. Yes, he didn't say he said I will build my church. And I saw anything, God will build his church.
But on Ken, you know, won't you say, sir, because you were one of the targets, created this sense of, I don't want to say hate, but as a woman, that emotions make cloud your judgment about him.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say, I mean, I'm not one of the people that pretend. Okay. I don't like Kennedy Japan. I can't like him. Okay. And since that day, we pray.
Because of your
because of what he did against me. And since then, me bomb tiano till today.
But that is not of God.
No, it's not a matter of what. It's not of God. Judgment is of God. Yes. Bible say. Near usinya me ejuma kwan yenyi nimfio me I have an assignment enti usi ejuma no kwan mebo ho pai say me nyankopon me radio frame no onyi nimfio sympathy the apostle Paul can say that unless that the coppersmith or how me pa usi nyankopon ejuma ho kwan In my life and in my ministry, and not just me, you have no idea. I saw for the share meetings. You have no idea the number of prophets that have died because of Kennedy Japan.
Prophet?
Yes, died. Your friend said, I don't have the permission of the family to mention his name. He died. TV, so he died. After that, his church, nobody goes. He died. He has died. I could have committed suicide. Say young guy, me near Bonnie, I'm here and say, man, will say will be a friend of John Mahama. Now me cry me in Shani, that will be president. You chatrogu me so, my yes say, and I go like, what is it? What kind of country I am building here? You call not like me. But you give me that space and me operate because I'm a fellow Ghanaian. And nation building, you hear software, you hear D4, you hear OBR to build nation.
Yeah, but when people have information, and they publish that information into publication, it can be of several.
Yes, please.
And you feel, say, Nipana Kabibia an attack on your person.
Yeah.
You could have issued a writ against him.
I couldn't, but that time they were in power. And look at the statue of Kennedy Japan. He was a member of parliament. He has all the money. And he was the defense something committee of this. And I felt
but
that
it doesn't make him above them.
No, I know. Is that very well. But you and I know true, you and I say that's with no disrespect to the judiciary. At then judiciary, I couldn't have my day in court. No, I didn't have confidence in it. I flew to America to sue him, and again, jurisdiction was a problem. Me call New Jersey sanka me could sue Kennedy Japan. The videos are there, and it has cost it has cost our family a lot. It has cost us a lot. My son was going to school in Meba London. Or co school, somebody referred to your father is a murderer. Me, young guy, Boniben Medi. Because somebody feels say what can say Mahama be present into first day she must say cry na minimo na unimo bia and so every pemu me papa woni so every pemu ye be kasa. But what I will tell you is that there's a permissive will of God and a perfect will of God.
Yes.
The permissive will of God will be granted at their posts. We'll let men know that they are men of God in this country. We'll let prophet know, people know that God still has his men, and there are people who are watchers. There are people who are crying unto God. We'll let Kennedy Japan know, say,
don't let us personalize.
No, I'm not personalized. Okay, if it's so bad, the point is that we'll defend the work of God. And you see, they are not getting with the greatest of humility. They are not getting the wisdom to walk to some of us and say sorry.
Yeah, but why should a person say sorry when he feels
in any serious country? Kennedy Japan should have been in jail by now.
For what?
Video credits no encore enfama Asempa FM. Video we yankasa na yekotie ye no. That is when just now Obeka say the Kennedy yeah no just say affecting sorry affecting the busua ne money ade nyina just say affect. But the biggest question I want to ask today they say obi betumi agu Nyankopon edwuma na. This is something that was my dream. Can somebody say Obia or say me yenya midjuma correctly ankasa say nya midjuma ankasa na meya onipa da seni bi ebetumi aba begunya midjuma na onipa bi eno asase so obetumi agunya midjuma se edjuma na wo ye ne ye edjuma chese ye no kure edjuma na wo ye no eye edjuma chese fini nkeka wa bi enu honom na wo di chedi amponyankopon webusia wo hata shuri wono na wo di ne ye edjuma no human being born on this earth and ebetumi agunya nkopon wejuma. Nobody born on earth ebetumi agunya nkopon wejuma. I repeat, nobody born on earth ebetumi agunya nkopon wejuma. I just say bi ejuma na wo ye no efini keka wa bi wo ho ne ma bi a wo ye na just say entwe ye na enko ye. This same Nigel Gaisie say dey make am say e ba na sofofo ho sensem abusua nyankopon frɛ wo na nana yas wa menyina benku menyina ni fente na me mpesa meka ne bebre nti na ya na mprepi no aya na me bo video no ansa na meka bibi abusua maka bibi ya kro me pesa meka no Nigel Gaisie kro ya na mo kai na Romeo Abranti ebetna be fonten time video show ebe make allegations bi se eyade a chese Nigel akore na kantuma chese mesba ho sensam ni ade anyina busua ebe ye bubruja it is se wo nipa nankasa mu na busua wo ho entia It is allowed. People can say whatever they want to say to you. But say nese wo gidie se nyamedwuma pa na wo ya meme shofo you ever na side dan kwa doza obi enu obeba abonte ye beba begu nanim ase because odi trade ampo nyankopon na eye adwuma menka asa Nigel mfa nyame nya adwuma but se eye nyamedwuma ena wankasa wo munim se eye nyamedwuma na wo ya me say obi enu ho no mo betumi egu wa so nti Nigel that threat ena mesi no ena that time you know na menji judiciary ni ndi whatever you want to do you can do it na sisi ane de for Kennedy supporters, we are tired. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. If you want to sue Kennedy in Ghana, if you want to sue Kennedy in US, if you want to sue Kennedy in UK, you can go ahead and do it. Sani adana meka me say, menim say akompre ko hine Japan. In as much as standing for the truth. And near maybe on my year on the past, menim say ne. Onya kwenya ne se wo bese sane e man ka trust me say. Sane e man nyina wonye. Na Nigel ni abi a wototo ayampe nya me won we san say onu ankasa ne party MPP kura bushia o defend wo mo kuma wo mo mpo no mo de ne 10 cents kura ba bonte how much more say Nigel obeka say ene we gu nanim ase no de na kokot eno anya news mame because ne party a o de ne sweat e di gu honom de ma wo mo mpo no ena obeso obedi party na nim ye na yen hwe de o mo de ye no but there is this man of God that me wachidie was nyankopon ni mu sa asofo ni mu prophet kwatin ka bibi se hwe eto ni atete apra pansan de obi ani gidie woni mu sa nipa ne na twedi ampo nyankopon efa no no wehira no nipa na mo hu se wo ye holy nipa na mo hu se oye righteous a wono na betumi aba bedi Ghana sa nipa nimpo no eyade a chese the heavens have rejected that person de ye hu se nani so ohye de ye hu se wo mu ade de ye hu se wo didi amanfo atem no he is the one twedi ampo nyankopon we ni se ombra meji wo man Ghana intine se wo besiu no se wo kaden ya fa no wo so obeye ne de yo se nyankopon na aka ebuhia onipa no hono ma wo betimi asesa now no yenko back na yenko she video na Nigel Gaisie ono aka se tu nanum to a wo da wo ka se asofofo ni bebre na bekọ nsam jem Nigel na eka o se asofofo ro bebre na wo mo bekọ nsam jem na anso hono ma wo wie no se asofofo ahodo na bebre na hia deliverance enti wo hia deliverance na se nne akompre ko hia Japan wo magana fo hia hu se wo hia deliverance nga busha ne bone ne se yenko hwe Nigel Gaisie ono atu nanum tuo emra sese
nya wi ase no ma hina ya na ye kan na at the end of the day obekọ hell what's the essence of it?
Okay.
Asofo ni bi beko heaven me amika sese manhwema na mu ya betima ko heaven with no apology asofo ni bi omunya deliverance asofo ejati o 6 feet await all of us unya wiase no manhina ya na ye kan na at the end of the day obekọ hell what's the essence of it?
Okay.
Asofo ni bi beko heaven me amika sese manhwema na mu ya betima ko heaven with no apology asofo ni bi omunya deliverance that is Christianity into only akuna be ne nyame be fa so wa ma ne sa no ono so bajumba ono so hu obi obra ono so beboa na Ghana konani and I throw a challenge to any young man coming up that these are the people we should follow. And the people are cruising Range Rovers and blowing their wings and saying we have this and that, and it's not reflective in the life of the ordinary person. I throw a challenge to Asofo Kumasi, they should follow that path. Thursday are sorry no afre ma mi bi oton dokon wo se nyame abie wani wo kuku ana pot no mu nyina ye hiafo ye hiafo na nye prayer nko a fa offering na che obi
no fan start
obi
ebusia we de nyame na make Nigel wana woka wo se asofofo ni bebre na abekọ hell asofofo ni bi ho no ma wo mu hia deliverance ankasa 3 days today me hu obi ni video bi a ebusia chese cars no ese so beye 4-5 na chese wa we ne red top na okra ni suit na obi kita phone na wo ye ni video na oya o se me kwafo car we okojina car no no afri car no okọ next car no afri car no okọ next car ye nyina ye ni mebusu de ko so wo kuro yi mu na me obi nim na nkasa so kura ba bonten betu na num to obeka say niema bi wo hono ma kane na wo ya na sa niema ni nyina no na nya no kura no just there na me hu say ensema ache say Kennedy ohine Japan beka ye nyina no no kura. Kennedy was fighting for us, the innocent people, and na agradada wo demu amafu nya gidie wo numu we kura ye sika gari asemo we ye bra ache so obe ye sofo and ye bra obe ye evangelist mama part e bra no nya agrada evangelist mama part amafu tam wo mu gold ni ade e de ko sha agrada nsa amafu ekope wo mu sika kakra e de kopia mu because agrada ka kire wo mu se wo ba ye be chewu sika na so ko wie hie no na wo mu mom de no wa ba beje e de akantam ne de so wo abusua wo na wo mu ko asole nyina wo bi e ho no magesa agrada o ma wo mu 1 cedi na o ma wo mu 2 cedi osofu bi e hia se abusua ye ahwe ne beginning e be ko wie hie no chese yenya sole ma ne kura de ye be di kura na abusua ya na ye dende maye na so asofu fue wo mu be to kasa na me to de bia yara mi blame wo mi blame ye ntimemufo asodi bia ma bewrem asori bia e ma bewre agise wo ba nte se twedi ayi sofu bia bada sa asoforo chese onya ye hu na kasa amafo teteto ade beche no nu achinchim ne duku ono nko na wiase mo ha no ate epo nyina no esi na betu be hu oba no not ya holiday nti ato de bia asofofo wo mo de ye yebusua wo mo mfa yen na enna chese Nigel Gaisie neni abedi achese wo condemn ya dia Kennedy okumpre ko hine Japan didi no 10 years ago no munim said that time the prophet Ajenasari ono so bebo Kennedy abaso obebo Kennedy abaso eka se ade na akumpre ko hine Japan ne ye no yade ye chese oma example se kura ma me bi chese sa ma me no ono de ofan krofu na we traini wo mo intine wo ye swafo na wo po obi manaba wa asole dem aba ye se de oya apache aba ye se de oya kwata aba ye se de nani efra ne ade nyina wo ba o charge wa neja wa ma nipa mienu nipa miensa wo mo mbra wa asole dem intine swafo no oya o se woni me what midinda minu we shiada dabi hu na just nipa na nani efra no nipa nani abie me se prophet Ajenasari o enyo bi a prophet Ajenasari onu na ebo Kennedy akompre ko hine Japan na baso during that time say ade na wo ye no ade ye nti afie ba ne sei won kwa ne ye de ye o wonkwa ene ye de ye wo sha ase ena Kennedy say ena abesiu Kennedy ena nyankopon ma Kennedy meye mampani da me say se eye nyankopon kan na nipa da sani wudi ne ye adwuma no human being can disgrace God's church obi antumi ngu nyankopon asori o obi antumi ngu nyankopon asori me say so obi antumi ngu nyankopon na asori. Enough of and yegu asori na yegu asori. Sometimes you need to check yourself also. Maybe I mean can't say when you're righteous, me who am I to judge somebody? But sometimes you need to check yourself also. As they are Kennedy yem rebi echim. Men can't say oh yeah ni yo debi men can't say. But one kasa wumuno. Sometimes you need to check yourself because nana Romeo dia me boy. Ebusha me na me be kai. Eyo no na betu de num to mezba ho sensem ye nyina ne ye nintia nti afi yade yenkwe na yenkotie prophet Ajenasari that time na ono so ebo Kennedy akompre ko yin Japan na ba so say yade oye no o ma na ma opia for want to aso ankasa yentie mra sisia.
Tonight I was watching Honorable Kennedy Japan
Honorable Kennedy Japan
deal with fake prophets.
I try give way.
And I woke up this morning very provoked.
That
it had to take Honorable Kennedy Japan to do that house cleaning
now what they are
in the church. And some of what these prophets do, they have a woman in the eastern region somewhere, and as for her, she has trained people to pretend they are sick, and they will go and see this woman, and this woman will give them a busload of these people, and they will come to the church and pretend they are sick, and pretend they are healed. And then after that, they will receive 150 Ghana cedis, 150 Ghana cedis.
150 cedis.
Then one of the pastors also came and said, oh, as for us, these prophets, we don't believe in holiness. The women who come to the church after everybody is gone, we sleep with the prostitutes, we drink alcohol, we do all kinds of things. I woke up very provoked. That is a threat to the kingdom of God. It's a threat to the supernatural ministry. When I began in a miracle ministry, I didn't even like to lay hands. Because I want miracles that when God does it, you can't argue. I want miracles that you didn't say, oh, I touched it. No. I remember when we went to Kibi, a man got healed and the whole town knew him. One hand was shot and he couldn't lift it, and this man's hand was loosed, and everybody in Kibi knew him. I'm talking about miracles that are notable, undeniable.
Prophet Ajenasare and Yakwakote na bache said that time na wo bo Kennedy abaso say ade a wo ye no ade ye san say tie word no or you say or expose fake pastors. So Kennedy akompre ko hine Japan was never against the church. Nyankopon wa sori dan ya wasi tumi be na Kennedy was say onu no begu Nyankopon wa sori dan. Kennedy has no rights only sa to me no. A fake pastors na that time no na Kennedy ye against osu bempa wo mu say Kennedy beka bibi for osu bempa ho oso for Kennedy beka bibi fa na ho meti e me so for Kennedy ameka bibi amfa na ho nti enough of Kennedy guasore akompre ko hine Japan can never gu obi asore oni sa tumi odi begu obi asore eye twedi ampo Nyankopon na asore dan e na twedi ampo Nyankopon so na mani padom. If you are serving God in a righteous way, no human being born on earth and betimi egu na asore meto aso di amamu akwesi kwa aten so spokesperson e de ma compare ko hine Japan na ene no wono so aba be reply eye NIGEL GAISIE na ono so ekotena asempa wa be bia chese NIGEL kotena ye na wakasa ye no one no so chain telephone no so friend no see ye papa NIGEL aye ye wate dani de nyina ye taate se wo ka asem ba wono de wo ka kire wo se Nyankopon fa Kennedy so se de be ya ode be sone eniema so esan se entete ne na ya do osododo na amanfo egu Nyankopon wadwuma inti no Kennedy wan sorry amfantia oso nyame asori na mbom no fake pastors and Kennedy sorry tia no wie no se Nyankopon wimpo sama Kennedy akombre ko hine Japan another chance say Sadia na wo ye mre bi etwem so expose asofofo no won san ye bioma onim se anka akompre ko hene Japan obeji atum no asan so expose asofofo credit no enko enfama asempa FM yentie Kennedy ni spokesperson no emrasisiye.
Good. And now we'll respond to Prophet NIGEL GAISIE in seminar now we'll say yes.
Obi, my mother tofa.
Sure.
Asem Kennedy na say Obi. So we Pentecost elder.
Sure.
What was second make our asem?
Dabi.
No one comes off of penny asem.
Dabi.
Then I so for be there. One more say you are kind of sorry tia omo. The no chair say sorry tia sorry nina. Then we go praise be. Praise be moderator Ken and Can asem.
Asempa FM.
On camera so for penny asem. Domia assembly Trinity when I be tria me tight. Man come asem. So and the other now, dear, or the Kamasem. Now, make up what she say. A church as an institution has to come to a realization, say, it's made up of human beings. And so far as it's a human institution, it has its flaws and its strengths. And so when those flaws are very synonymous with the human individual and the human personality. They carry the call the churches are any payer and a bit in also to criticize ourselves near the home. Christ was the first person or yet or two over 2,000 years ago. Bell we are sorry who say one more at the sorry dano at the Nigeria. One more see and tonto at the Yanoma and Fatayami Ejuma. Over 2,000 years ago, Christ in Yaku could grow yes Adam. A Christ, Unyama idea, or Bethany person I Ejuma. And this will be Kosu assuring him, seem to do assuring him, she might do assuring him. And the people are now hiding under the umbrella of God, in the name of God, and exploiting the vulnerabilities of the church and the members of the church. They know Kamaphobia and car. Na Kennedy Japong Beka. Then Prophet Nigel say Kennedy will go sorry and I say we'll go the prophetic area. And yet I want to state it as a matter of fact to say anytime Kennedy Japong will get the opportunity again, God will use him strangely and mightily to still cleanse the church. One to the papa at the Nasari time. Also about Kennedy Japong Basso. When Yaku drew, then Yanko Pond denied the house cleaning. And so what Ken was doing was not to say you what sorry enough. Now opeso go sorry and opeso go asofu in be in my asset. Anything I just of biano. Then mum ni pebia on mo nyame esom ene nyame adwuma akata o manim. Na on mo eye enoma bia entene e wo nyame mu no. Ogoka obi o mo say touch not my anointed. Very manipulative way to blackmail everybody into silence. Obi, politician ya de na nya. You can't say what first come to hospital no one to see. Obi hu na no one come asem. Obi hu aka ho asem. Adena man of God there. One more X-rays. I don't want to even go into it, but normal na ekoso. Those things you feel that the church of God, God cannot raise somebody to condemn that. And so if Kennedy was doing anything, all that Kennedy was doing was the highest form of evangelism. And here we are, Nigel. So I say, your course, no, no, you want to say, hey, I'm sorry, we just want to issue a reminder saying that we will be intimate with our sorry. God was very clear. See, be able to on what's for the church and not be persecuted. The church and not be broken by any single individual. And what Ken did was just the highest form of evangelism.
Ebusia Kennedy spokesperson and Kwesi Kwate and Yakwakoti Nyankoposi Bibia betwem na so no awurade asem de entwemu da Kennedy akompre kwa yin Japan wa meguo bia sorry na mmom no obe expose eye asofofo ni bia womu ye fake asofofo ni bia womu ye kronkromi mo bi edemesi asofofo ni bia no womu ye fake womu no na akompre kwa yin Japan ebe expose womu. If you think say Kennedy account who bibi you do not agree, you think he lied on you, you want to go to court, muntina court ye see, and so you can go to court. May sure say bia wono so ni evidence no wo so okona so ni evidence ni ebe finding na I am finding okona wo evidence na won so no wo be disgrace wa on disgrace o say dem ka that time na wo mama fu akwanya no mo ba no mo de asem ne bantu obi na wa ba wa asole no e de asem no e be to ne na so me shofo Kennedy a expose no o shofo Kennedy am expose no, and Kennedy akompre kwa in Japan can never be against any church. He is rather against the fake pastors. Ebusia meto aso de amamu aja say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so campaign no e ya de mu aye danka sa je say Bawumia sorry Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia campaign na make mu aye danka sa ne o be pia mu Ashanti region na nrada baby aja say Bawumia to bomb ba ne say wo to bomb na bomb ba ko Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to yebusia me madwe ho amenti ase ne say enam say Kennedy ba na Kennedy abeka maye we ya party no me my party no 4 million me yewe my party no me sponsor awamo me to pickups ni ade de ma awamo Kennedy ba no be ka bia yes Kennedy brag too much na no de ya Brian Champion so ba bonten and na Brian Champion so be sha ase say ye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 2024 campaign na wo ye no Eastern region ono Bawumia one city kra no wenyi eyo no Brian Champion and sponsor Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in 2024 campaign wo Eastern region. Sikata so shire ye ni sikata se komuno enye skaketwa. Eno so beka ya na je se Bawumia supporters especially one na je se wo mo wa TikTok ro. Wo mo so be show mu ena mo brage dodo ena mo kasa dodo na mo brage dodo. Afia bu sha ye da sole ya Bawumia so abeto bomb. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so ba ya. Wo so ono so 2024 campaign no. Wano so ekoche 300 pickups na minim se constituency bia no 276 constituencies. It is a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ba no obeka se wano so distribute 300 pickups. I know some of the constituencies who didn't even get the pickups. Pickups are Kennedy Akompre ko in Japan or them MP before. Emo bia no hono man ya branding with ono Kennedy in the pictures there be pickups are Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia yusu ye ne 300 pickups also obe distribute ye no ne nyina no na branded that just Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ni phone ni ade nyina no ebo so na wo ka na asem nam say baby Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wo kika kwede bia am ka say you a fine gentleman. I like the way you don't insult ni ade but who can you wear the flag bearer of the NPP wo campaign. And now you shoot 300, we compare 300 pickups, they buy one year campaign. Into Saubana sounds so bad, they now because say you also gave them 300 pickups. Maybe I should campaign a campaign and I campaign and I made you campaign. And I campaign and maybe I should Kennedy campaign and there be. It's your own campaign. Into one campaign and now we shall sank I bet you may break 8 na my MPP party no. Now one kasa will campaign I went to be break 8. Now I would work with 300 pickups now they are by campaigner. And no show your idea say be a young one where was some for Bessia near be bojo so babu about to say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia you Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia why you there be Bawumia yan sao. Wow campaign what into one campaign now compare 300 pickups the bay ya equal in favor of you. Na said ya na work as a mirror, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia may ya done a pa but to the biana me didn't hold your kakra name. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia o jina simpie so na work asa ebushia ased ya na nado dan ko ekufuado 1 year bibi papa bi amfa mbo ne da o de bia Bawumia beka sebia asa na nado wanye kese one city mpo na se de na nado dan ko ekufuado wanye amfa mbo ne da mo de yenkwe na yenkwo hwe video aja Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wono so so yi ne 300 pickups and the sponsor wono ankasa ne campaign tin ya mbonje ne so na bu short video yentie mra sisi here.
Here pa say ye be win 2028 election here. But it is very important, say, your party follow political consistency in getting to 2028. Ushe Ghana said the nipa bebre akanda dano. Ghanaians, voters, omu rewarded political consistency. President Kufuor Baye to 1996, Ubenya 39%. But MPP yesandi ni bae na okodi nkunim. Mills bae onya 43% 2000. NDC sandi ni bae 2004 okonya 44%. Na omusandi ni bae 2008 ena okowini ye. Na Akufo-Addo bae 2208 wenya 2012 wenya yesandi ni bae 2016 ena obenya ye. John Mahama 2016 wenya yes and in by 2020 wenya yes and in by 2024 and also be the presidency say senti the idea e one no uhwe Ghana ye voting abakosema who said since 1992 president bia or hand over power ama obia onino akọ contest da uhwe Rawlings obe handi power emma President Kufuor omuko contest 1996 and yes sir President Kufuor be hand over power or the man at Mills omuko contest and yes sir 2000 early 2004 Mills we are not the man Mahama but Mahama over handing over power or the man Akufo-Addo or no Akufo-Addo na equal contest Akufo-Addo ever hand over power or the why Mahama omoko contest 2029 Mahama obe hand over power ama why It's very simple. Enti hand over power. You follow that trajectory now. The Bema Dr. Bawumia. But yes, society candidate dia.
Mahmoud Bawumia ena we oche se eba no wona abre ne abre bia wom de kokromete no kwato aba na eya na wom to aba no de ma eye nipa ache se why consistent nipa ache so no no wom ntesenti ye sha che se na Bawumia na nado dan kwakufu ado ye de ne ko 3 times ohun ena eja ye sha ye former president kufu so a wono so ye de ne ko 2 times and Bawumia media de Bawumia de atame osedi aba atame ose handle over edema we handle over the mawe into ono so de do ne so nko ade a e wo se yesa so repeat ni biom na ya na mi bisa se busua se wo kopa adwuma wo beebi na adwuma na wo kɔ akɔpɛ no wo kɔ ni e ka kira o se da bi ye hyewa wontumi nye adwuma na mepa twowo do you still go back to baby and na wo kwa akopa adwuma na yamfa no will you still go back and then tell them say debi na mo se menya basisi ane de me samba next year mo san we me ntwe se me ya na would you do that sometimes once I make am see Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or you fine gentleman ro hu but to de bi a wono na ya na wo okeka ne hu sisi eni ye ne niam bi na ma ni nyira no ebe pie mu ha ti memfo we cannot repeat you again. Okay, ebi so na Kennedy define X na wakaye no. Ebi na MPP amanyoko no. Woma ye ready so mo betena fie 2040 because sentisa senye 2040 asem na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wo kam. I am not sure say obesa ba no ba be cheche semwe mu. Sisi ane wo 2025. John Dramani Mahama mbu na memu onwie no ne yedu 2028. Nipa fufuro beba say wo kire 4 years so. Inti nipa fufuro beba no. I just say 2032 sa 2032 ne candidate obebade ama NDC no obo adwuma no ya de panko ade a 2038 2036 ye bema na toa so into obeto so 2036 de na say MPP 2040 asebo de Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na ni abedi a wo kire mu ni ade yina no eye 2040 asem ena sa ade we ho abusua na na rodan ko ekufu ado na wonye wo bia vice president o eya ni ye kana we de we ko mienu ni ye de we ko miensa na nado na wonye wo bia vice president ye former president kufuo na wonye wo bia vice president o ne figures a increase ye enunti na ye man na kwanya ne say onsanko bio but when it comes to you were the vice president and some money e ko so MPP amamo oni mu nyina no na wo ka ho bi. You were the economic management team leader. One abeka ubro for kasie when the fundamentals are read the exchange rate to the export this one just obeka so watch dollar ne dia shede mu ni ade the people you are mentioning their name me pa show kufuo na wonye vice o na nado dan ko kufuado na wonye vice president to obio but when it comes to you were the vice president of Nanado dan ko kufuado ye hu wa memo pain ti memo for say yempel like we don't like you cannot help us. O calculation ni ade na eja wo ye ne de ye former vice president ye besere ye papa say o be so ni ye di amaye wate hwe ni ye maye papa you can do your campaign, say the things you will do nyame ya dum na ba niema wo be ye di abo amanfo yina. It is allowed, it is okay wo betumi aye no but what try say we ye data man the data will expose you one day. Yeah, say MPP for NDC. One NDC for na yenim so omu di obi ba first timer. Nipa ni bedi nkunim MPP yen for obi my first timer nipa ni ndi nkunim da. Inti no mo betena wono mama NDC for omu di obi aba first time 2028 mana bedi nkunim ana. Masa edubu aye no obo ne homodin a ebusua anka ya ma eyi kufo ambe contest no. Kufo ba ye no ni de ne ko nanim o increase ye. Eno na 2000 otumi bedi nkunim 2000 2004 2008 otwawie ye na nado nanko akufu ado so ba ye ono so kwa first round ebusua ono so increase ye ba Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wo de ye ko echire wo beti Ghana for vote so MPP for vote so say who and you are still telling us that we are still talking about consistency. Inti yentina hono ma na NDC amanyoko no wo mfa wo bi mra 2028 na nipa ni bedi nkunim ne yanka se NDC for de bia wo mu de obi ba first time nipa bedi nkunim na Ghana for MPP supporters enche yankosi 2032 calculation pa na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia busha wa ye ne sa na busha fi de yanko na yanko hwe ni video a wo kire se wono no sponsor eye 300 pickups nti sa 300 pickups a chese o sponsor ye no chese sa pickups ni nyina no ya ade a chese wo ho no ma chese forgetting se na wono na eye flag bearer de ma MPP o minim sana ni refi se eye wono no na ye flag bearer edema MPP amanyokuo no just who ye flag bearer na edu be ye campaign na wa ko 300 pickups de buso ade abo wa campaign we ya de a wo se nipa bebo wa baso ana we ade a wo se nipa bebo wa baso ne be ka se hey Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wa ya de o wa campaign wa sponsor 300 campaign na Kennedy akompre ko yire Japan na wonka ho campaigner Brian Champon na one ka so to me sponsor eye one kasa wo constituent Eastern region o to me sponsor ye campaigner wo to me sponsor yo how much were you e be share video no e wo hore ma me share so be ka me ho ne yakọ na yakọ akotie eye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wo kire se wo no ne sponsor campaign with 300 pickups MRCCR
mabo party eze the year member ember abonti ember camp 2024 elections sika mitime raise Emma party no ABC that ewo your party history ABC that pickups are yet Medema constituencies over the regions over 300 pickups and say you see in the constituencies say in the constituencies the pickups are being used. Yema boa party eze the year member ember abonti ember camp 2024 elections sika mitime raise Emma party no ABC that ewo your party history ABC that pickups are yet Medema constituencies over the regions over 300 pickups and say you see in the constituencies say in the constituencies the pickups are being used.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no waso no wabo party ne pa ba mprepi no eya no ma bontem bekentin mu bu ho no ma wo ye bebi ma party no kura na eya de mu mbisi mu ka se Kennedy brage Brian Beka ne de mu so brage sisi Bawumia so no so bo party no 300 pickups be pa chu ono so brage ana worry the end obi na push no ba be chire but Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ho ma me fa kwanya we so na mintu fo kakra enkwafo bi ho no ma wo mu ka campaign team ne wa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia trust me they are doing you more harm and yes nipa nyina no ebeka ho a ena yema but enyo obi asa akeke ena wo say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia utumi aginitum there are people who are with you not because they think you are capable of becoming the vice president or the president of this country but they are with you because of their selfish interest me ho video bi circulate wa be fonten time video so and I am very sad ena nno nipa nankasa nanu masem ena nde ye be yusu e de ajeji nipa no I am talking about KT Hammond. KT Hammond, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, ne campaign na wo ye nyina no. E no so aba no wa hya ase. Ane 1990s ni mu na ne ye pesikade a chechire party no. Aye bia no na san krofo na nne wo mo frɛ wo mo se wo mo ye sikafo no na san krofo ni nyina no na wo mo we. Oka na asem ye ya na say KT Hammond. Enyo obi agese ne tirimu afu fita bia na busu wo nyansampa. KT Hammond, you are gone. You are an old man. I don't say I was expecting you to say something tangible. I was expecting you to say something reasonable. But once I can idea no me who ni tiri e won nine because 1990s now wo see wo kire say enkrofo and they wo so mo yesika for no where were they no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was nowhere to be found. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wasn't even an MPP member that time. No NDC ni. That time, na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na mo no, na wo ye NDC ni, na wo ye MPP ni. Bawumia oba party ni wo da ben. Iti no se Bawumia open crofo, mo ma beka o campaign hu mo ma ba beka sama wa. Enye obi asa akekere wo se ofa no. Keti amaso ye lawyer na hwebhwa me no mienu. Me hu da keti amaso de obi asema bedi ne sama wa kokot ma na di nkuni. Me hu obi da. I have never seen Katie Amon in court that. And as I quoted you, what they are doing, I don't know. I stand to be corrected though. Me who say Katie Amon, well, quoted that. So could you be a some man? Internet lawyer and lawyer, the bush, lawyer and lawyer saying, and a penny to sell. Or be a war parliamental so many years. Saba pena adansia sukwa. Or beka chiran for one himself, woman tise kubei. Eh man, you lose the seat. The disrespect, the jovial things, just say, I don't know the rightful word to use for him. Say, and Uncle Fano, so Musicano, one for Musicana, Yendi, here for not Katie Amonti, oh, Yana ya the pass. Just say, and Quafomo joined the Bawumia team, Nebusia, me dream one in Tiasie. Oh, here ya the part, just say, Modiachi Chilimo, Honia, dear Gina, just say, oh, bien jam, just say, we here for, just say, oh, Yana ya the pa. I don't know, say, oh, here na World Cup because said your woman ya bidi, and they teach the woman, and a ye here for, and ye here for Katie Amon, who are we hearing? Who you're hearing, or be another now, Kufado, ever for Minister for Trade, who you're hearing, Kano Crow, who you're hearing. Near maybe on my mamma Yawate. And now when you bidi, I will campaign the Amabawumia, or be a Casaman campaigning for Amabawumia. Obia will right and say, Obe choosing the power person will campaign ni mano. But you this same Katie Yawon. Kai wuni say emrebe do ye na wo kwa jina ho no ma wo throw shots ni ade. Emrebe do ye Kennedy akompre ko hene Japan e be pie mu constituency na man for to abade ma ho. Akompre akukuro ya ono an e be pie mu constituency. It got to a time now was say Kennedy e de pickups esio man FM Madina na amafo befo e be pie mu adanse aso kwade kokromoti no e be to abade ma ho. Ena nkrofo amaka say ena Bawumia ye kremoni eno ntina yan to abade fa ma wo no o say ye mbodam sem no no kra no no so oye kremoni na amafo to abama no and why ye MP for so many years. A grown up saying these things. Papa Penny Awokasa say, and some fatal. Ebisi ayenti eketi amon nsem emra sisiye.
Oye kremoni, if you want to be the president, abodam sem say you can wagara ha. You can as a party in there, you see I hear say, ye sikafo and ye here for now. Ye here for the party no. Abron your party no. Me ka ho. Ye the join Dr. Bawumia. I here for the don't know. Tam na ye pesika ye dia ye MPP no ena sika for no omo he asama me pesa me kana no aye me wo we na mpo twa de edi twa ye pesika 1990s na ansa na ye te ye party na ye sika no ede ye de be edu point be 2000 election 1999 no ni ye ni kapreba Remember to see why you call baby, you call pay sika. I mean, you MPP, a party, you buy winning machine. No, sad dependent. No, we dead day was kind. No, money baby, no one more cap ready. You two sakwa no. Monte say you guy, you do more gada has I didn't even be a dean. Yes, you did because. But mo ye was kafo mo hia wo mo misa won say ansa na MPP ebe win first election no remember no this kaba do mo he enne bibia ba ebi mo afakwa bi so wo mo anya sika de chawo to mo di twayempoa let me ka hia for party no ho abronya party no me ka ho Dr. Bawumia wo ka ho ba pay that wo twabrofo bi o hia mo sa o say unfortunately some of us do not have the kind of money that is being splashed around, just like the rest of you. Me too, more pure. Me ye not to be common. We are panakasa. Only says can be. More says can be no. One the only delegate no. Omo ye ni says can be. More musikano. Monfa. Party no. A member. Moja. And the idea. And as I saw for. And nezo na medasu di ginano. Ye ginano. And yes ikasab. Wama sabi say. Ebi mo adibia yeye enti mo ma yenso yenkwa dibi ye dibi na busumu dibi o ma no sikadie nkwa na aba sika o ma ne mu sikadie nkwa na aba ne nanse ye kwa ye election no mo be kaya obi bibia wo penti ya brega na ha bre campaign na Dr. Bawumia o ye campaign ya the half ni ya the ka apacha amagana for no obi orun kwa ne bibia wo pentira ye wie ya ne ye begina say oye kramani if you want to be the president abodam say ye can wagara ha
I start to be correct, me but sure. As I'm a Katie Amon Ekano, I don't know if I am the only person that feels this way, but I'm more emotional. Much matter of comment session. Do you see any sense in what he is saying? Because men shut down who niti and who nine and who nyanse biara a woman. What I say, nano ada and waka brofubi. Just say you people, your focus is still about brofo, massa. Baby, I hear Bruce here and your brofo ni ebedi adao. Katie Amon, enye brofo, eni ebedi ada inti enough of a car brofo. Na nadu dan kwekufu ado beba. Brofo bempa na nadu dan kwekufu ado bushia wanka na show kowie chehwedo de ye. Enye na nadu dan kwekufu ado kroya na beka kire ye say yetisika so akwame de ye. Enye onu na beka say sika mpede de. Ebushia ye wie yo. Hwe ye wie ye. Enye me wanwa nyame nwa kura o Katie Amon na nyame nwa we san say o say cheme sa boshu na mukura betu na nub to pay aka kire Ghana for say ye pede e wote brofo a je so kwa ye mefo betumi akwa brofo akese inti the Katie Amon wo ba na be kasa de we kire me enye wonwa but o hia nya de pa sebi penifo mo fa ncha me munya ichimie no na munya se mu de o hia na kekere mo hono ena amafu biaba ena oma bedisika ena oma ba benya oma hu say tam Katie Amon AU village bibi sa say ya wine there and AU village ya wine there me so kwase there ya afema Kennedy ohine Japan wate se wunyi na ye ena hwe ye na wan say anything. Nobody is going to force you to join anybody's campaign. Mimi ti hey obi en to me force me say me ko join obi eye de me pe na meye nti Katie Amon eye de wo nso wo pe na wo beye basa wo kasa ya no ahwe yie ba wo mia na wo ka wo gira ne platform so a wani abede na wo kasa no tema na mo so mo chekere party ba wo mia no no wa se wo se ya chekere party no na Kennedy ne Brian the champion na ne wo mo chese wo mo yesikafo no na wo mi ni ho no ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no wa maton Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia MPP abai 32 years maton Bawumia 16 years amoton Bawumia wan fam puntuduma fa ne ma papa bia ma mo magana fo se nya aso mo sa magana fo enya aso nipa na wo kire se wedi sika ene wanya no hotam ena onye bibia no niema ni mpuntuduma Kennedy akompre ko hine Japan wa ye Katie Amon adanse asukwa nyina mame factory ba ko wasiesi ho adanse mame factory ba ko pa wasidiesi ho nom enra na Kennedy e wo bono region Kennedy e kasa no ba be kasa omo be piem wo honom no munya accident ni ade omo bono regional hospital e wo honom no o promise wo so obetompa ene wheelchair dia ama wo mansa na wo mefiri ho akompre ko hine Japan na mo sori a mudi join Ghana fu asom ene MPP for na man contract MPP for na man contract onwo na be ka che yen se from 2021 Ekosi 2024 August contract aye friend contract ye season ni nyina wo no akompre ko hine Japan wanya bi enti ya na mo ye NPP for contract na e ma ni bedru ha ena wo mo ma ne contract sa contract na bi na bushua wo de ye mpuntundwuma de bu atimemufo sanka Ghana obi enya contract no obi decide sa contract onya ye no wo di siesie o man Ghana ko man Ghana be fa ne ntuma pefra MPP thank you to wa jese mapiem wa Ashanti regional mukwa pra student ba kwa Kennedy de kwa konfanoche that was when our cotton pass ato wheelchair de ma wo mo yet your maimu sanka pani bia wanya sika bia na sabi wo si cardio center de ama yanka o man Ghana na nka ntumpa wana wunyi nipa ya eya men se ni din wunyi nipa ya men se ni din na to de bia wo hu se wo ya dia don't take it say e na we de say ja ye keke bi kire ye ho na ye wie nipa obedi nkunim no edu general election na ya ka ye ho abom ni ye campaign sa bubuja na mudidi Kennedy 2024 wa wodi ho ebufu even as the time na ye campaign na odi ya wo na kuba mu wie ye sa be blame say e na mo no ne so na MPP lose 2024 election Muye mu ni fa so edidi na tem ede ne tenses babo ntem be kan some ensem fata de fa no mu ye no e na mo san be ka kire Ghana for say nam ne so e na MPP elusi 2024 election che se dani de nyina wo peso wo mo kire say candidate na wo mo present ne de boni bi eni ne hu Keti ya wanaka Bawumia nankasa musabre kure bushame ne mo kase should be swame former MP de maswame honorable say chairman sabunsu ono so abekan ono so kware okotina wuntu media station so ono so bekan oso otu kwan no chese constituency ba kokoye no na chese internal matters amanfo audio sini ade na ye body ye campaign di tia chese Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne de chese boni bie ne ho and I sometimes feel bad say me ti say me be say me chese inti Ghana for ankoto aba no are you people trying to tell me say they didn't know say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na wo ye economic messiah no oka hu bi na ma MPP luzi ya na me hu Bawumia su video bi ebusia no so ahya ase circulate Bawumia na mu ka kire Ghana for say my kokwe reporter ekoye abesi nne wo ma fa ma abonti ma obi ehun ye no ena honorable say chairman sabonsu wono so ni chairman wuntu we so reporter wo mo ye wa Ashanti region because Asante fa hodo na say Asante mana nkoto oba ni bebre na fa ma MPP no wo mo so reporter wo mo ye na wo mo kire say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de onka hu kra che say we no mo we ye rebusi Bawumia nim hu hwio winner MPP every 2024 no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia onim ho she say it is not about his religion, it is not about kura wo free mu, it is not about the economy just amanfo na no mu buefu no mankoto aba be say the person who was the economic messiah nipa na no ka MPP aban ho nipa wo ka na adodan kwakufu ado aban ho amanfo ankoto aba no mo ka kire yen say the person was innocent and you expect us to believe this thing. Ebsi ayenti honorable say chairman sabunsu emra sisiye
kana reho wati asense manye no kure chese nipa ne bi kan bia kra de kusi ne yire so areho se pese ye ka ye to aba ewie ne yetimi ka bomu a sane ma no wo se yefiri ho in fact ye to aba ewie chema untumi Ashanti region di hu eni hu bi edanenti no chema untumi ne regional executives na ko ye meeting na mo ye said e bi di esi hu bi da wa Ashanti region ye modi bo na ankwe animu kra nti omote ba sonfo me na mode me eto ano ye hwehwemu wa Ashanti region ha sei no hwehwemu no kire se pia aye de wo ye ho anu ye asem aye ketitia ye ho no e ka ho bi ena ma yedi nkugu e ka ho bi ni ma yedi nkugu me ye beto aba ni mu ho no minya kwan ko bui na me ko ye ma de bi bui kronum na anapa me kodu ho anajo anapa me sorry na me ko bebi ana me kodi djuma no krom ho no bebi ana me nam information centers awo ho ensamo a ye mu bini omo yakantia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no eno no mo de hye information center no mo bo e kire amanfo. It was sad na party for nonsem na reho enti Ahmed Ibrahim and never ye also for here local government so the constituency na the friend nam Ahmed they na ye hey no constituency was a leader say they no ntoka basa dia akeka nyina aka ho na ministry ya na basa dia we dia je o was ya so they say me dey me go kan hwe mo na makeka masem afa Bawumia ho ndi me ka de mo adanse mo di afa Bawumia ho ama me nkrofo ate say etu aba na mananyi ni na reho ehwemu aye na Ashanti region ne kire se sa ne ma na ka ho bi ne ma elusuye Professor Okwei report na be kire se e ka ho bi ne ma elusuye Conrad Adina Foundation report omo ye no e kire se sa no ye asempia de wo ye no e ka ho bi ne ma elusuye nti am bibifo yɛnsua bibia mfi saa deɛ no mu a yɛsan hyɛ aseɛ sɛ meyɛyi ɛna ha me ɛna ha me ebio keke ɛnɛ yi deɛ nkurɔfoɔ bi kora pia nneɛma bi bɛhyɛ mu a wohunu baabi afiri ba ebi ne sɛ yɛsɛ ɛna ɔyɛ kremoni ɔyɛ sremoni nti na ɛna yɛantoa baa ma no keke ɛno nso so nyɛ no korɛ nhwɛmu a yɛyɛɛyɛ wɔ Ashanti region ha no me ne woka sɛ yi krakye bia bɛwura dɛm ha yɛfrɛ no ayi Dennis Kwakwa nhwɛmu a yɛyɛ no Ashanti region no medeɛ na meda wɔ mu nyinaa no nanso maybe I'm more quiet, man. Could be at Mission to subcommittees na yɛtete no krakye ya wabahi a friend Dennis Kwakwana no di mu akotene ono so ne nkrofo bi ono teams ni ko baabi ye pani ba ko honorable AC team no ye former member of parliament of Offensive North and former deputy minister for local government no so edi teams ne ba ko anim I think there are about 4 or 5 teams and 5 teams and omokoye university lecturers bi no mo so kan ho and omokoye omoko saade no former chairman of a constituency Mr. Kwabena Jumo no e Bantama constituency chairman no so eda ekuba ko ano nti known and active members of the party and the kwesa hwemu no minia hwemu omode ba he no na saa sama nkrofo de ba so wo yesrim ni ye kremoni nti no na report no ankyere saa in fact omo be kono na saa nsensem ni na mframamu ho nti me de share question na enu say look mo kwa saa se mumisa apart from questions be bia mo de kono mo fa no nka ho say maybe the first time MPP ye de esremuni adi ku nanim e ka ho bi na ma nkunimdi na amba na afi ye performance so anwi ye kura ma yana na ndom bisa asa kwesa na ye ma bisa bia no debi anya no no ma say bisa say na the first time ye di kremuni abedi ko nanim so ka ho bia na debi keke sa asem na mko bisa ya nya party for ngo mko bisa yo omuko dwom omuko lorry stations trotro stations taxis mu obi kura ho ha bia mbeko outlying constituencies ni bi no obi na obi ko afuom ono na yire ne ma na mo ne ba anan no mu bisa wo mo sa ansem na omuko choba omuko baby a omu pamade Messing for what is there, I'm 12. So it was cross sectional. I'm a borrow schools be muku be a teacher for. I'm a call aspiti could be nurses, any doctors nibi. And he Remono and support to sa.
Everything honorable say Chairman Sabonsu and Yakwakotina ban. He's still trying to tell Ghana for say NPP losing 2024 election no. E yadi just a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia not because we kremoni and say bibi there be only moshe. Nem mom no e yadi just say e amafo nsama wo mo kekan ye no sansem no ni nyina no e ka ho bi e na e ma NPP amanyoko no wo mo losing 2024 election. Na ukọ comment section na say busuanya asem getwa Emilia Simimi sound about say Chairman Sabonsu say 8 years ni ache say wo ba be mu 8 years ni ache say mo ba be mu do honorable say Chairman Sabonsu wan kasa wo mu no company dudu osan ana say putudwuma ben e na wan kasa wo nkrofo so amefo utumi ye de ma wo mo oso wo chu mu tan a yade ache say akompre ko hine Japan ba na Kennedy be ya flag bearer o say Chairman Sabonsu according to Emilia o say wo jane ankase say krom ha ye be de no enya asem keto hara ATP atena sia ne say busia or the newspaper review no ebre ye ATP
na ya se wa
bibi abako de
yesu adom na nso e
nyankopon adom e wo ye papa pagya ne nkrata ne nsem aba wo mpensem mu ma ye
okay na ya se wena ewie die ma me fa daily guide en fa ma yetiefo ni ahwefo nyina kwa ba en fa mra enne de dwumedie su nene krata daily guide ba ma ne se we hwe eye krata ne mwasa ne se ye mampani JDM ne foni da ha sei kama sanso na Dr. Bawumia ni su infoni da ha na sama Dr. Bawumia kani nyina se eye na proba wo bo no ya santimante mu ase no ne nsema wo ka se sia MPP ndi sama nuku a eso modom kokromoti kwato aba na man ne sia na ya too much rodo ade achi ade se nyina no ne se ye chi eye MPP amanuku no ade chi ane se ye chi eye TikTokers ade se abachi biede se chama wunzu ezi ade abronya DC na edru ne so wo se de eye ndi sama nuku ne ye mampani JDM mo ye ndie eye no kra ne daily guide kan wasem enso ewa ha wonya bia no wakomusu ko no wakenkan ni nyina bi kama soso edi amaye na ena wo bepie mo ya santimante ma ba bi efre no mamponte a wo ko pie mo wono se de wi se yesi me ebubu amanfo kiosk ni stores ahodo na enye fedi agro ni nyina ne so mo pese mo ya akwan bebre na se de be ya akwan ni mo be kese na akwanhye bia ensi na MP ene regional minister ne so mo de asi ani a enye fedi agro na wonya dedi guide a wakomusu ko no wakenkan ni nyina bi enso edi amaye na police form ensa aso eye enkrofo bi mu a na se omochi na se parcel 350 ni nyina eye sa wi bi India India one ni bi pa ne krata daily guide kan wasem ewa ha ebusuya wunya bia no akomusu ko no akenkan ni nyina bi kama soso de amaye kama na JTech for NSS okopie mo university schools ahodo bebre na wo honoma o ma shate rooms ni bebre na se buildings ni bebre na da because omo ni se niema omo de ya na se ensheda emwa school no ema school no intimate tumpoma ene krata daily guide kan wasem ewa ha wunya bia okomusu ko no akenkan ni nyina bi kama soso de amaye mede okwa de Ghanaian Times na be piemu the Ghanaian Times so a yes UNDP 4 ene kase katafa to so dumienu eno mo se o man Ghana sika say yeshere from January to December $520 million a ene krata kan wasem enso ha wonya bia no akomosu ko no akenkan nyina bi enso kama so de amaye te se de se economy ne se konani makasa yes mampani JDM baye no wo bo ne homodin pa ye ntino ye economy na etimi expande record 6.3% ene krata ebo ho amane e wa ha wonya bia katafa to so du 9 no obetimi akomusu ko na wakenkan ni nyina bi enso so edamaye ne se eye SOS for eso mu hia emwa pa di free eye omampani wono muntino amampani ebe etwa nani eme show ko se se ne mu aye den papa ene ICU for enso eka wasem enso ha wonya kratafe to so duba kwa na wakenkan ni nyina bi kama so ede amaye Ghanaian Times na no wase wakomusu ko na wakenkan ni nyina bi enso so edama na okopie mo nkramant my nada eja hihye bebre na ekoso wo honoma eye warehouse ene efie makomako wo chese jano esa ahye nyina drebe esa ebusuafo nyina entimi amfamo ba ko pen krata the Ghanaian Times enso eka wasem enso ha wonya bia ukomusukwa no wakenkan nyina bi kama so ede amaye mede ukwa the dispatch na be pie mo the dispatcher ese ni eba na MPP amanuku ni mabusuya ese anno Canada ohine Japan ne team Dr. Bawumia siyansa so man second chance bi na afeso so eye Brian Champon kwabre Japan ene ose ya wadichum ba ye be pie ne NDC amanuku ma ye mu busa se ni ese ya no ye mampani JDM ya hwan na eba ebi mu se Julius Debra ebi mu so se eye ese edu enketia na me ne wo kasai enso so de na ese eye opoku fosu so de ne ho aba be boss esi ano wo ba be kan eye esi edun katia enu Julius Debra honeso munyina e de akansi na kwa kosi ani ahwe do betimi edi nkunim Yakopon bo a abato mbe kwa akwoto na ese wotimi ledi NDC Yakopon bo a 2028 a ene krata dispatch ka se esi edun katia Julius Debra na afenso poku fosu hwan ene se fata se obetimi ledi eye MDC amanuku na dispatch ebo ho amane bo enso e wa ha se na oba asia se susu a krata yi kan wasem se former road minister as well losing a wife and ne klata e klata fe to so dumie ni tunya bia no akomu so kone se wakenkan sa former road minister no ni pakro na se watimi akenkan na se ya konsem na wo de be ma na eja wakenkan ni nyina bi kama so e de amaye na wo ba na sia se so ane se ye Dr. Bawumia Mr. Digital Man ni phone da ha se kama nyan kopon boa on the 31st January 2026 NSA prime minister no eba be koso wa ye omanga na mu ase a enye fediagres campaign no asha ase a ekoso amanfo eto aya mpian kasa edeba park ne so na we na MPB aprede se de tie bia na Dr. Bawumia na bedi nkunim abato ya nyankopon bon 31st January so mo kwakwa akotwe mu po mpo mo si Dr. Bawumia na because Dr. Bawumia wo vision obetima boa so ko first one na samwa na second coming dia na se ne second term medium obetimi di nkunim ma man Ghana afane to ma pefra and the dispatch and so kan wasem en sabusu anwonya bia no akomusuko no akenkan nyina bi kama so di amaye wede supreme so na se Katie Hamod ni phone da ha se asense nche bia ne ho se na ya sewa ebo ni video bia na we ye campaign Dr. Bawumia yes okojina PC so kekan se bia nsem fata de kire Canada ye nyenim se oni Canada hin Japan ai na so ye huni se ye from ye ba akoma de ni kwan seja obi atimi gina baabi tutu ayampia na so Katie Hamod de wose de bo no ti so dogo bi no abe wo Kumasi a esensema wo keka no ano odin ye papa ne kratan so kan wasem enso ha wonya bia no akomusuko no akenkan nyina bi enso de amaye sa so na Prophet NIGEL GAISIE enso ba asiase a Nifoni edra ha say na ni nyina ye Canada wo hine Japan versus NIGEL GAISIE ntokwa ese do muntama akoye bibie wo hono ne so akwa ese boko entokwa de bia danes adichi adesa na ese move blin wo se wo no NIGEL GAISIE obe make sure pa se wo de Canada wo hine Japan me kwa kogina amna ne kosa asem na na anu ada na se ne me bia wo ye ni bre bia atwum no eso amana ha ne ye papa penke ka de ko ofu edro mpokura nu no hontinde tie bia no wode ne bekwa akogina emra no eni na de ne kratai enso so kan wasem enso ha tapsna PC appeal ofori obonso ai don se Brian Champion se Brian Champion mo do mo support nyina de my Brian Champion so mo se Brian Champion wani suade hu obetima boa ama o man Ghana fa ne ntoma pa efre ne kratai enso so eba ho amane enso ha se na wokopie mo trasa akon so a ezesa amanfo dan ye bubu no enye fediago na ese nya asante mantem asenkwa ukopre mo nkramantem so a ebi ekoso den wo hono ma supreme kan wasema wonya bia ukomusukwa no akenkan nyina bi kama so de amaye mede ukwa da chronicle na be piem da chronicle so a na se na anu ada manso de na se akoye bibie wo ho no mankasa mpanifo ntimi mpie enkura kosukwa na so mone na muwrem a na nya fida no nyina ya soldiers for na omo amutu galamse wo ho no mananka soldiers for ne kwa kwahwe se da be a galamse ate se wo man ga na mu ase se yenso ese yensa se wo Kumasi no anke to etu betwa na nso ekoda na etuma mento wo ho no man na me no kasa assemblyman timemuni ba ko honom no wafiri mu ne kratai kan wasem se sia na moda soldiers for bebre na kwa kopie mu honom a wo mo ehwe se bibia asumdie ebetimi aba wo honom ne kratai enso kan wasem enso e wa hase na wo kopie mu ye Agran West so delegates wo hon so etro mo support nyina enso edama Brian Champion se Brian Champion na ene ekwo no eno mo pe no no betima boa ama MPP afa ne tuma pa efra na wakrata fa etoso miensa no so be pie mo the chronicle na se Niger aye friend no ni din na amade but we businessman we Nigeria odin sama waka nyina ene se waba be pie mo we as your mind Ghana mo as a businessman bi o ha say no so mo de ne fa kwan bia eso nye ba police force o my ready say sankrofoni nyina no wo mo ebechi wo mo ne the chronicle enso so kan wasem enso wo ha say me de wo daybreak na be pie mo so wo daybreak enso so a na say Dr. Bawumia ni phone eda ha say kama na nifoni ni nsama waka nyina ene se enam ye se edi tumi eda ma ndi sama nuko na ye se ne ade chi ade se be ne so mo to ayampia ade chi ade se be ne so mo chi eye MPP amanuko no anya chama wuntumi e be TikTokers anya TikTokers ne se abro nye di se anche kro no Dr. Bawumia kra ye de hanko papa ba gu ni sa ena krata day break e bo ho amane se ye ma pani dada be de chire Dr. Bawumia se ade na ndi amanuko no ye no eye don no ni kwanse wo mo yesa na Ghana for edo mo kromoti koto aba edema mo endi amanuko ni se wo mo mra no mo beye mputu nyuma bo hye bebe do mo hye no mo mra embedi so nti na Ghana for enya gidie ewo mu a wo mo dom kromoti ekoto aba no edema nti no eni kwanse wo mo eyese ne krata day break e kan wasem wo ha wonya bia ukwomusuko anu akenkan ni nyina bi kama so edi amaye na wokopie mu ensoso woye UEW aye University of Cape Coast na said ye kwosho wo hono ye se eya abato bi kwosho a ese tension na wo honom no enye fediagro na kratai enso kan wasem enso e wa se galamsi ate se wo man Ghana mu ase na wokopie mu wo militaries ahodo bebre wo man Ghana mu ase a ye so matimi asize ye 556 excavators eno so kratai enso kan wasem enso e wa se na kopie mu e wo sampan so a ye se maami bia ese wo ton ade wo honom wa hwere ne nkwa ya enam de wi a honom market ni simi etie de wi a ne honom asima choki no wo ntimi nhomenti no afamum ahwere ne nkwa ne krata day break so e bo ho amane wo ha wonya bia no akomusuko no akenkan ne nyina bi enso e de amayen me de ko daily graphic na be pie mo daily graphic so a na se ye man pani JDM ni phone e da ha sei na ne nyina ye no ada wani medias no ehia na enye fediagra e na question upon questions de ye busa na bi papa ya na enye fediagro na krata daily graphic e kan wasem sem e galamsi a e se ye pe mu press bia de bia da de chance bia na so mugu so a e se mu tu galamsi a ma asase ya ene ye nsuo mu nyina e se ahonhom e wo bu nyina ebuafu na ye man pani JDM so no aye share Ghana for bose obehwe ama galamsi eti atese wo man Ghana mu ase no etu etime 20 de tie bia no wo de ne nan no ebesi form ama ni nyina etu atwa ne kratai enso ekan wasem enso e wa ase na oba kratafa etoso eyedumiensan so a ne se from January abesi eye September yi na se eye economy no ese kona ni papa na se man pani JDM any ND samanuku no ebo ho modern papa na 6.3% ne se economy netima rise kona ni na se ye man 4 years na obetima ya ade ama man Ghana tima fa ne tuma pefra nya kratai enso so kan wasem enso ha e wakata fa to so domiensa honoma ene eso omo edu tumi show monsem eku omo ye suicide no na se cases e ba o man Ghana mu ase from January ebesi e September yi no na se 175 ene so matimi ajo omo kra e from monsem ene kratai kan wasem enso so e wa hasem na eno ade man pani e kasa no de to dwa se MPP amanuko no omo diska bia no behwe se eja obechi omunya ne krata enso so kan wasem wo ha wonya bia no akomusuko no akenkan nyina bi enso edamaye medewu Democrats de sorry krata ni nyina so na abepie mu eso so wa hase oba siase na sesa mejanfi on the dashboard board adon phone eda hase kama na ni nyina se yesia no 6 billion esi anu yenya no o de ba be boa support small scale no said the be export na access export code from my Ghana mu akobi ban so a bibia be ye boke no so kratai kan wasam enso so e wa se Samsung na stakeholders bi also so won na investors for now o mo na adumasafo adwuma ne se mo hwe ye cause esi anu enema mienu ba ko bi ekoso wo company ni mu a eni edan papa ye ne kratai enso ekoso kan wasam so wa hase na eye kopie motrasa ko ese dan ya ebubu na krata Democrats so dey Democrats so kan wasem so wa ha na abayo bi wanya 13 years na se emrantie makumaku enu makobo ne gala ai ene krata Democrats kan wasem so ha wonya bia bekum suko tede be ya obenya ntiase mu ye papa wonya bia na wakenkan nyina bi kama so de amasa na ya sewa ATP Mamemfa Daily Democrats enfa sorry krata ni nyina so na fa de akanyina efa to aso efa maye tiefo ni ahwefo nyina
Okay, ATP na mibisa se na wo share Nigel Gaisie. Said ye ne esi fa bedi a se watch se Kennedy egu na sorry no the Kennedy kopie mu
e court.
That case no we take on that fine.
Okay, na ya say what to me dey bia dey ameka ma asem say the odi kan say Nyankopon frɛ na wo nyina bonku mu nyina nifa me say Nyankopon frɛ no na me nyina bonku mu nyina nifa na me hu ni say asofo de Nyankopon kra ba asase so no boni a ye nyina wo de kyeye na wo nipa dasani a wo no na frɛ wo se bra be ye na dwuma na wontimi mfa boni nya dey enche e wo my guy enche nipa saa nipa dasani no enti no ye besre eye kan say a prophet Nigel Gaisie na nisem bi a wo keka no de ne court so do kopie mo court yemra Ghana has yemra ne re ti say don't kase wo sole ya wo court direct na say wo ko na say wo di kan wo court na
say
what ya say enti me woni say anhwekura na enkosi bia na den time no na enokura Nyankopon na fa kan do hine Japan so e ma sa ne ma ni nyina ye dai enti me ba me hu asofo papa e wo kuro ma say ene ne ma boni asofo bebre na etete e kira omo ye hwe do obi ni be kan ya we kira say ansama kan do hine Japan be kan ene kura tro do di no ye kan ze Nigel Gaisie onteti abre na we okokura na enko bia ni sika na ogwa hye egu ni kwa.
Okay, ebusia hana ATP na ede ensema chesene eba won krata ni mu eba ye me pa cho 2 minutes pe obesa ofre eba djumedie ne so a 0550623377 0550623377 obesa ofre eba djumedie ne so a me ba cho ofra ho me time na nya so ane sa ofra na eja wabodi tew ede amaye me pa cho enu adame den kai bobi ehwomo me sa so asa repeat biom nyame ya ma kwesiada eda yenimi ena eman nyina ye maame asante hema woda ne benkum so ne yie ne doti yie no eba so me pacho kwesiada Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday ena eyie ne koso but Thursday na eyie no koso no me pacho enkaibo e wo ho de se sada no anajofa emo nipa da seni biara MP abonten me say repeat ya wada na eye last day of a year no sada no ema wo bia MP enko abonten sada no cars enye adwuma sada no shop bie no honoma ebebie from Sunday ekosi ya wada sada no ena asante hema ne doti ye no eba so mesremo yebeko so abomo kaye said ebe ya wa bia obeka say o media mantene ade no ubete said ebe ya sebi ya wada na yede no ekobremai no wunkodi nsamfu bia na ye grabe na the end of the day no so de ye grabe odi a na mo amani tua say emema na wo mo shawege no wo mo de bidia ye wo mani hu no wo mo hia wo de adwuma wo mo de bedi no enye asam ketwa kra in fact member no aye bia anesa na ukọ comment section na se ebusua che se comment ne de ya de egu ho no bubruja nkasa what Kennedy Japan did was very bad. I support Nigel Gaisie for that too. Okay, this is coming from Prophet Hilbert also support Nigel Gaisie saso na erikopoku also Nigel Gaisie too. Why worry yourself? Which person with a right frame of mind would vote Kennedy Japan to become the president of a great nation like Ghana? Kennedy Japan wanted to become president. Kennedy Japan wanted to become the president because of Ibrahim Mahama. He is jealous of Ibrahim Mahama because that guy is getting richer and richer. Eric, what's my wicked idea? I asked him for book. Why would Kennedy want to become president? Because of Ibrahim Mahama. Good afternoon, Naya Sewa. Good afternoon, Emilia. If NPP now leaders are not serious, they are saying Dubai in 1 term, J.A. Kufuor 2 term, Nana Kufuor the 10th term, then Bawumia 4 term. So Bawumia will become a president in 2040. We want a man who can win 2028 power for NPP. Who else? Kennedy Akompre Kuwahine Japan. Kancho na osiken all the way. Comment ni no Kennedy. And some see or say but where is the sense in what KT Hammond is saying? Portia also honorable Ken for 2028. Let Ken be Ken. Okay. Nana ya newspaper today. Watch your time. Oh, but say maybe a phone line to Mobi Amfre. Aha, Emilia say, God and his son Jesus Christ did not call Nigel Gaisie. Okay, I'm Remam Kwaneja, and some and them never saw me say shoulder Jumediano. Medinina Besimo share Kumasi online TV, Friends of Ken TV, and I think TV. Yabada Munina, I see ye papa, Dana Dana, said the Moja Bre, Mobando near dear Edward some made the best somono. A idea may appreciate Munina, Yankopon, and Shramo, my dad Jenny, idea Yankopon, and Shahonoma, and Fa and Mamo. And Anna ATP, the newspaper review, no ever somo sasso, and I'm executive producer, so I am Mr. Daniel. Yeah, boy, Yami, I do my China Friday, idea just say, communicators, I would run out about coming home. Oh, if you don't want to send that, the cost of my Ghana, no, you have to trade and come on, Eddie. I found showdown your Mondays to Friday, exactly 2 p.m. Until Yam Patch and as 2 p.m. pay, maybe it's enough if you don't send up in 7 no. As so, Mommy, I'm a dream, Eddie Jumedi, so best so Momidi, and Nana yourself for now, Eddie, Macram, Yami, I do my best answer this year.